Ask a person how they feel about what is happening in their lives, and I'm sure you wouldn't be surprised to learn that once prompted, they would confess there is at least one important area that could benefit from making one or more changes. Here's why most people fail to get what they want and how you can succeed. Hi, I'm Mike Lally of KnowYourMind.com. It goes without saying that seldom does a day go by without one's mind thinking, part dreaming, part reflecting about how much better everything would be if they could only get busy and make real changes in the one area currently occupying their thoughts. Significantly transforming your life generally requires massive action. At least that's the prevailing wisdom. The consequence of this philosophy is that very few people have the appetite to make the required changes, to make the required sacrifices. Why bother when the outcome is usually disappointing? Making a massive effort with little or no reward does not generate the enthusiasm for the next bright idea. And let's face it, it's much easier to wave the white flag. Ideas are a dime a dozen, but completely meaningless without taking action. Inspiration is a wonderful attribute, but perspiration is the name of the game. Or is it? Of course, it makes much more sense for so many of us to remain peacefully in the comfort zone where it's cozy and warm. The big question, why is change so hard that few people have a genuine appetite for it? I bet you know what I mean. How tough is it to permanently stop smoking, lose weight, get fit, be healthy, or acquire the knowledge to give yourself a greater chance of even more success? It seems to me the focus of change is hopelessly wrong. I believe the main problem is that the process most people follow pretty well guarantees failure. The effort required is often huge when the process is faulty. So where does the fault lie? Frankly, the emphasis on a new beginning with a new process is way too daunting for most people. Why? To suddenly replace one way of doing something that's habitual, something you've been doing for a while, with a completely different way proves a step too far. It's not exactly impossible, but it's more than just a little bit challenging. In fact, it can be really awfully challenging. Picture the scene. At first, everything goes along relatively smoothly. Not perfectly, but smoothly. But as soon as one major obstacle is swiftly followed by another complex task, the game takes a turn for the worse. The reaction? Oh, I give up. You carry out a post-mortem. Where did I go wrong? Was it the plan or lack of a plan? Was it lack of knowledge? Why didn't I think this would happen? How did I overlook something so obvious? Why did I believe I could do this? When will I ever learn? And so on. I'd like to provide you with my take on change and why I believe it is far superior to the conventional way. Now, it isn't change itself that's the root cause of the problem. It's the approach to change, the prelude to change, that is often overlooked. And this critical part is part paradoxical, part strategic, and part psychological. Let me explain. Any transition should start with something ending and not beginning with a brand new process. This may appear to be a little unorthodox, counterintuitive, and tricky to understand. But without letting go, completely letting go of what you currently do, the likelihood of success is extremely limited. To restate this, without absolutely ridding yourself of what you currently do, most people will inevitably abandon any desire to change to the new way consistently. So why is this? After seeing a countless number of people with an assortment of issues, I understand why people dislike changing so much. I'll go even further. The idea of abandoning a habit is so disliked by most of us that we will stand and deliver rigidly an argument for our own limitations. It makes perfect sense to end something first before beginning with something new, doesn't it? But the idea just does not appeal to many people. It's almost as if their very identity is being challenged. Fortunately, there is a way to overcome this, and more on this at a later date. Remember, you have many faces, many skills, many talents, many choices, and some terrific attributes. Why not put them all to use and take on the challenge of change? So until we chat again, take care, cheerio for now.